Broadcast live.
Yo, we out here, real talk with Slicker. Nadia meets Nadia, you know what I mean? It's the real shit. What would Nadia say to herself if she had to look herself in the mirror?
Learn from your mistakes. Don't beat yourself up too much about them. Everyone makes mistakes. It's okay.
I never knew I was so clever. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and also don't have such dark eyeshadow. Like, girl, stop.
Nah, I mean,
Yes.
yo, this is our signature. This is our signature, right?
I saw,
And
guys.
this is the first quarter. This is gonna be our signature. It's on, you know.
Oh, wow.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Man. Now, a lot has happened since the last time we spoke.
I feel like it's been really long. Why have you been mising me?
No. I just wanted to settle. I wanted to see exactly what's happening.
Oh, really?
Exactly what's happening.
Okay.
So instead of me doing an interview and then I see it after, I wanted to study.
Oh, I see. So you had to study me.
So I have to come with the books and go,
Oh, okay.
Last year you really dropped like Namin as like the closing single, you know. At the
I
end
didn't
of
drop
the year.
anything the whole year last
Yeah.
Namin.
Namin was like the single last year. I mean,
Yeah.
videos approaching 500,000 views.
Yeah.
You know, the love is real.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, and Boston with Braga is like in 2-3 days is hitting 30,000-40,000 views.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that actually. That is my vibe.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So much has happened.
Yeah.
Just give me an update, yo. I mean, shit. I know I ain't in pink. Tell me what's going
I was
on.
waiting for the actual question, like, okay, what do you like doing?
I just wanna know.
Then update of everything.
I want an update, you
Yeah.
know. I can throw back to throw forward, you know. I'm really interested. Like I've always said you're driven. You'll always
Yeah.
have driven people around you. You know, you'll always like pull in driven people generally. The difference between Nadia now and when she was starting off, right? The decisions that Nadia was making when she was starting off, building her career, that's in her work life, her personal life. How much are they different from right now? You know, today's decisions.
I don't know. I think they influence because I have people that work for me now. I have people's salaries I need to pay, so I'm not as off the mark as I used to be. I used to just be like, you know, whatever goes, because I was only looking after myself.
Yeah.
Now that I've got people that need to make sure that they get their payments at the end of the month and they get what is owed to them, that's been the biggest problem for me now, because I have to make sure that I plan my money accordingly. I can't just, you know, be crazy and stuff like that, which is fine, but I think it's also growing up and knowing not a lot of things you need to take to heart, not a lot of things you need to take personally. I don't have to be an open heart the whole time. I'm learning thick skin, and that's stuff that no one could tell me. I have to learn while I go through my journey, if you know what I mean. That's stuff that Cass can't say you need to learn. You need to develop thick skin. You get thick skin when you start taking shots and bullets and stuff, if you know what I mean. So that's something I had to learn on my own, which is very different to the artist I was when I started. There's a lot of things that surprise me in the game.
But do you feel though do you feel that there's a little respect though that's actually starting to show its face, you know, versus shots though?
I do. I do feel a shift. A lot of the sense, when I started off, I think there was that whole, I don't understand her, what exactly is she doing, they don't see the work or whatever, and now there's a definite shift of how people see me as an artist and as a person, and they see the hard work that I'm putting into things. They see how I respond to my fans and how they deal with me, and people are respecting that. People are respecting the boundaries I'm breaking. People are respecting the effort I'm putting into things. And at the beginning, I got a lot of like shit for the way I used to dress for performances, but now that's what they expect at shows. They expect me like that. If I'm not the Nadia Nakai performance brand, they get upset, you know what I mean? And that is what I wanted from the beginning. Some people don't understand why you're doing it at the beginning. I feel like people understand it now.
And I mean, with that respect in music and just in the industry, I've seen also, that's what I've seen. I've seen also a sense of there was almost like this protecting your territory, which you're still very conscious of.
Yeah.
But you've kind of opened up a little bit more, you know, especially with like other females, you know, in the
Yeah.
game. What triggered that? Because you are hardcore, especially. I mean, I remember when there was the AKA remix, and
Yeah.
you know, you were very much like, well, you know, I'm gonna do my own shit, and I ain't gonna ask for shit from the girls,
Yeah.
and fuck that, you know what I mean? But you're a little bit more embracing, you know.
Yeah.
What triggered that?
I'm still like that. I'm a person like if we don't fuck with each other, you will know. You'll know. I'm not a person that's gonna pretend with you. And why that's changed is that I've had a lot of conversations with these people I had problems with. And we squashed it or we did it or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how I was able to open up, because for me, my music, people that are close to me, that is my life, that is my being, and I will not let you into that if I feel like I don't trust you and I feel like you're out to get me or you're talking shit about me. So I make that very clear to you as well as everybody around me, not to fucking work with you, if you know what I mean, because that's my space. But now that I was able to grow up and be like, listen, I don't want to be in that kind of energy. That energy doesn't work well for me, even though I can handle it. I don't like that energy. I don't like that energy around me. So that's why I made that decision of talking to the various people that I felt like wronged me in a way and kind of squash that. And that's why I'm a little bit open to it now.
I mean, generally, then there has been you have been in a. I could be shot for this, but like I think you really like the pioneer of in this generation.
You can't be shocked by it. That's the truth.
Here we go. Well, Geese, you're gonna shop first. Then. I'll be standing right behind you.
I don't know why
you
people
know?
are too scared to talk about facts.
No. But like, it's facts. I mean, you the pioneer. You know, of in this generation, you the pioneer of mainstream hip hop. You know, and not only were you like the rap, but like the image, etc., etc. It was. I kind of asked myself, like, with all the beefs that you had, the ones that really stand out, your Gigi's, no Moozies, that we've always been talking about, and I see she shows you a lot of love right now, no Moozie, you know. I mean, who literally took the step and said, okay, I mean, let's kill this. You being the pioneer of it, you know, and from a rap perspective, you know. Who took the first step? I'm just interested.
So with Moozlie, I took the first step. I sent her a message and I apologized about the jabs and whatever, and I explained to her where it came from.
After you had dropped the punchline and everybody and everybody in the crowd goes,
and it was actually a long time after that. It was like a year. It was just now, where I was like, you know, I feel like I'd gotten over it, and I didn't feel like we needed to still be very weird around each other. And the thing is that Moozlie is in a lot of the spaces I am. We bump into each other, a lot of social events or whatever. So I was like, listen, let me just tell her that this is the situation where I came from, and this is how I was feeling about the situation, and therefore I put it in a song, because that's what I do. If there's an issue or something's going on, you're gonna hear it in a song. I'm not a person that's really gonna be on Twitter and say shit, you know. Whereas with Gigi, she's the one that kind of came to me and was like, listen, can we talk? Can we discuss some things and whatever? And I was like, sure. And we did, and we hashed out our stuff, and now we're perfectly fine. Which other beefs did you diffuse? I didn't have any.
You got more beefs than niggas.
I swear to God, like I like for real. I've got a whole bunch of drama with niggas actually, but I don't care about those ones. You know what I mean? Because for me, if you're gonna beef with me, like there's people that have things that they say. I don't really care, because I mean, you're a nigga. Fuck, if you're talking about me, then you must feel my fucking vapors, and that's fine. I can understand that, but and I don't care for it. I think it just got a thing where I felt like, as girls, we shouldn't go into that kind of space, because that's what people want from us.
I love it.
And I didn't want that to be the reason why people are having a conversation about us. I think it should be more about your music, my music. It should be about that, not about us beefing, because I felt like people wanted to focus the conversation on that. And I feel like as female rappers, we have so much things to offer. We can talk about so many things about hip hop and the things that we used to go through and things that other people go through. But I feel like every time we go to interviews, it's either they're asking, well, how did you start to rap, and do you have beef with this person, and why are you subbing them, and what. And I didn't like the way the conversation was going. We're doing a lot.
I love that though, you know, and I mean, just in my personal capacity, because, you know, I met you through music. I always go, you know, I met like cats through music, but the guys I got a history with or whatever the case be. But you know, I respect what Moozlie does, just how she's literally positioned herself in the market, but I think me and you have really built like a relationship, like from afar. So you know, I'll hit up Moozlie, we're like, yo, do an interview, whatever, but Moozlie, I know she's got no bad blood, because she shows me love even on my personal page, you know what I mean? But like, and Gigi, you know, like, love her dearly, you know, and I just feel like there's these strong women who, I mean, I saw that picture that you guys took for this
The round table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got these strong women. I mean, it was mixed with rap, but you like these strong women that are really pioneering a look and image, you know, that are really pioneering like what the music should be like in this day and age, you know. And I just looked at you guys and I said, imagine these women literally like had this, they were selling this design of something, a product, and you could buy the Nadia version, you can, but it's like all in one kitty. And I said, you guys could bankrupt the whole shit that women have in the market. And that's how powerful I feel that you guys are. You're more powerful than a lot. I mean, I saw that picture, that's more powerful than men coming together. And that's
because
why
it's not normal for women to come together.
Exactly. That's why, you know, I mean, I've always felt that you're the leader. And you're the one that has to put the guard first. Because you came in first. You're the one that literally wore came in and wore the cat suit first, and then you fought for the image and through rap. Not through general, I'm a super personality, blah. But through rap, you fought for the image to be seen as okay, all these niggas are dressed like this, but I'ma be like this. You know what I mean? So I felt that, you know, you had to, you're the one that had to put your guards down for the peace to come. Which talks about the power that, like, I think you've built with the Nadia Nakai brand. You know what I mean? Congratulations on that. Thank you so much. I
appreciate that.
You've made hard decisions, and I think with all the hard decisions you've made, it's also gotten you to, it has opened up your doors, you know? Right now, you know, you've, I wondered, how do you select the guy that you end up with now? Now, your selection of guys when...
As in like in a relationship?
Your selection of a guy when you and Nadia coming up versus your selection of a guy when you're Nadia where you go, I see where I'm going in my life. What does I already know the first thing you're like, I ain't fucking no nigga unless that nigga going out with me. I already know that rule about you. I already know that rule about you. So, FYI, she ain't a hoe.
Well, for me, it's very true. I don't fuck around with niggas unless we're actually gonna be dating. So my thing is that I don't like my current relationship took very long to get to the point of where we were dating because we were very scared of the fact that we are family. If anything goes bad, it's gonna be very tricky because we work together very closely. You know what I mean? Family tree, Ricky, Major League. It's a whole movement. If you know what I mean? And everybody was like, "Don't do this thing! Stop! Don't do this!" And for me, it's just like it just ended up happening because we had feelings for each other, and we couldn't deny them anymore. It wasn't a thing of check he's this, check he's this, check he's that. I can't do that. But one thing I do want from someone is someone that inspires me to be better. Someone that is driven themselves that ends up driving me.
Them niggas is hustlers for days.
For real. Like not even a freaking joke. But every day I'm constantly thinking about my brand and my work because of those niggas. It's on another level, you know, and I think that's why I'm a lot more driven now. I can't be with a guy that's not trying to push his agenda, if you know what I mean. I can't be, because I'm a very dominating personality. I can really take over a relationship. If you can't be the person that can come and be like, hey, then it's not gonna work because I will put you in a chokehold. For real, you know what I mean? So
if you can't, Jesus take the wheel.
For real.
Now you're gonna take that.
Gonna take the wheel and it's gonna end bad because then I'm gonna be like, fuck this shit, I need you. You know what I mean? So that's the thing that I appreciate.
But you had to learn this about yourself though in this process of this career you're chasing. Because you've made a lot of sacrifices. You're generally like working in PR marketing. So you literally put yourself in the deep end. So definitely I put myself in the deep end, but I knew it was a calculated move. It wasn't a thing of I'm just going to put myself in the deep end. It was a calculated move because I knew that if anything goes wrong, I got someone that can pick me up. And I'm not talking about relationship. I'm actually talking about Refilwe and Family Tree and Teely and Spike and everybody that's involved in that thing. So for me, it's like I don't need anything from my relationship other than love and support and compassion. If you know what I mean. And that's what I want. And being inspired every day. Because that's why I'm trying to, that's why I'm going to Nadia when she's on the come up and Nadia now. Like, you know, what's the thing that stands out in a guy? And I guess it's the hustle. You know what I mean? It's the hustle. You know, you be like, nigga like me that don't hustle wouldn't be appealing. But like, you know what I mean? you know shit. You know what I mean? But like, and I think that's the thing that you learn when you start actually saying this is where I want to go with my life, and you're not fearless and you become fearless, you know what I mean? And also a lot of things, you know, like how men hustle, Yeah.
It's very different to how women hustle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And sometimes to make it, you really need a hustle like a nigga. Like,
Yeah.
we are sometimes too emotional. Niggas can actually not like the person that they're working with, but they need to work with this person because they have a goal they need to reach.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
learning that kind of stuff. I don't need to actually like you, but let's get this shit popping. For me, I'm too emotional. I need to like your vibes. I need to like your energy. And there's a lot of stuff that I learned from guys that actually women need to adopt that kind of hustle mentality, because I think we hinder our own progress by being too emotional with shit.
I think you got to say that for the ladies, because for me, that's why I say that, like, your hustle is better than a lot of the guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think you got to say that to the girls again. You got to, a girl can't go, y'all don't reach out. Y'all got to, like, pick up the phone.
Yeah, pick up the phone.
And for me, what stands out generally from the cats, from just like I use even Major League. I don't know who I was speaking to, but they're gonna call everyone that's related to something that they want.
Yeah.
Forgetting who they are and where they are.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? They'll go, yo, we're gonna drop a new song, slick, boom, whatever.
Yeah.
They'll pick up the phone and call that shit if it makes sense for them. You know what I mean? And I was sitting with someone else who was, I don't know who it was, and we was talking about like, we're talking about how, it was reason, and we're talking about how we need to all just come together, because we all passing the curve, or at least this rap generation, these musicians, they moving from the curve of making music to what's the next thing.
Yeah.
And you get guys like us who are sitting on the other side on the next thing.
Yeah.
Not only that, we can see what could be the next thing with everybody else.
Yeah.
But we just saying the problem with all y'all niggas is
do it by
that
yourself.
y'all don't want to listen to each other. Y'all don't want to get along.
Yeah.
Y'all think you're making money,
But you don't know.
but you're not making enough money.
Yeah.
So we talked about guys, and he mentioned like how Major League did this, and I said, them niggas put pride aside to get to where they gotta get to.
Yeah.
And that's what ladies gotta do.
It's for real though.
Pick up the phone.
Yeah. It's for real. I think, like, you see the things that I'm happy you said that, but I also, like, I don't like telling people all my moves. So, like, but exactly what it is. It's about just putting your pride aside. And it's like, I understand that you could be fighting for an agenda of women need to be this in hip hop and whatever, but it's not about talking about it. It's about making it happen, and literally you making it happen. Not waiting for your manager to make it happen or your publicist to make it happen. Everything happens when you are the person in that person's face and saying, yo, I want this. I don't know how many times I've hollered at Mahuta and I said, Mahuta, you keep forgetting me to put me on your fucking gig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not asking for payment. I just want to be on that gig, because being on that gig is going to be, like, fucking amazing for me as an artist, you know?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we need to learn how to do that. And I didn't know that. I learned that from the niggas,
And also, what's very key, that's why I mentioned, you've literally, like, told me before, like, when we speaking, I wasn't hitting on her, we just talk. You just told me that you don't be fucking niggas that literally you ain't going out with.
Yeah.
So there's two things to take that. You never said, yo, I'm gonna give you this for you to get me here.
No.
You saying, handle the business. You literally not being making it a whole you're not sweet talking that shit.
No, I'm telling you,
you're still
like,
being
this,
a woman, but
yeah.
like, woman sweet talk by default if you know your shit. But like you're picking up the phone though,
and saying,
and you saying,
why
listen,
am I not on this gig?
OG, legendary Mahuta, y'all, you've been doing this before I started. I know who you are, but
Exactly.
all I'm just asking is that give me that. I'm humbling myself. You know what I mean? In my generation, I'm probably bigger than you in my generation.
Yeah.
Fair. Not to put you down.
Yeah.
You're not saying that, but I'm just saying
I get what
that's
you're
the
saying.
reality. But you saying, could you please put me on, yo? But you got some shit that, like, is doesn't matter what generation you're, and I want to just get on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Windows down, cause the shit is kinda cloudy.
Broadcast live